Something really weird happens in regards to the Mandela Effect. I think it's messing with me. Like a couple months ago, I noticed a new Mandela Effect that Chuck E. Cheese is now Chuck E. Cheese's with an S on it. And it was never Chuck E. Cheese's growing up. It was always Chuck E. Cheese. So this was a huge effect for me. So I was telling everybody about it. I was telling my good friend here in town, and I told my boyfriend who lives in a different town. And so what's really interesting is that, like, shortly after this, I was like raving about this Chuck E. Cheese's Mandela Effect. Like, shortly after that, my friend tells me that he drove past Chuck E. Cheese in San Antonio, and he said it's called Chuck E. Cheese. But I told him there's no way, because on the internet it says it's called Chuck E. Cheese's. Like it says it's always been called Chuck E. Cheese's. But he's like, well, the one in San Antonio that I drove past is called Chuck E. Cheese. So then a few days later or so, my boyfriend calls me, and he says the same thing. He says that in his town, when he was driving around, he saw the building and it was called Chuck E. Cheese. But I said, but that's not possible. And this is like, the effect is like messing. It's like it's targeting me. You know what I mean? Like what are the chances, these two people both happen to drive past Chuck E. Cheese's and it's now called Chuck E. Cheese, supposedly. Yet on the internet, it says all over the place that it's called Chuck E. Cheese's with an S. So I was like, okay, let's call this place. I told my boyfriend, let's call them and ask them what their store is called. So we call the number for that specific supposedly Chuck E. Cheese, right? We call the number and it says, there's a message playing and it says, welcome to Chuck E. Cheese's. So I'm just like, are you kidding me? So I told my boyfriend, did you see that? That's what I'm talking about. That's what the Mandela Effect does. It like messes with people. So then I actually get in touch with somebody finally, and I actually asked the woman, I was like, is your place called Chuck E. Cheese or Chuck E. Cheese's? And she says it's called Chuck E. Cheese. And then I said, well, how come the message on your answering machine, it says welcome to Chuck E. Cheese's with an S? And then she hung up on me. So then I decided to look up, you type it in Chuck E. Cheese. All the pictures say Chuck E. Cheese's, but it just so happens that after my friend told me that he drove past the San Antonio Chuck E. Cheese's and it was called Chuck E. Cheese, I happened to look it up, that specific one, and it's according to the internet, that specific Chuck E. Cheese's is called Chuck E. Cheese, and it's been like supposedly remodeled, but it's called Chuck E. Cheese now. So it doesn't even make sense, because all the Chuck E. Cheese's, the internet claims they're all called Chuck E. Cheese's, and there's all these pictures of Chuck E. Cheese's, but this specific one in San Antonio is called Chuck E. Cheese, supposedly. So it's like it's personally targeting me just to mess with me, because there's no explanation. Why would they come out with... And then I even found an article saying that they remodeled it and the new and improved restaurant is called... It calls it Chuck E. Cheese's in one of the articles, yet the picture says Chuck E. Cheese. So that's bizarre. But then I found another article where it shows a picture of the remodeled one called Chuck E. Cheese, but then it also calls it Chuck E. Cheese in the article. It just does not make sense. Why are they going to remodel their store and then change the name, It's bizarre. So I just wanted to show you guys what's been happening with that, to show to you that this Mandela Effect seems to personally target people and like try to mess with us, try to make us seem crazy, try to make us doubt what's going on. All right, guys. Well, I hope you have a great night or a great day.